Hey, welcome back. I'm Ashley, and if you saw my video about last week, then you know that we are expecting baby number 2. We're very excited, but I'm not so excited about going to shop for brand new baby stuff. Since this is our second baby, we have definitely learned from the first pregnancy and first baby and everything that we went through, how to save the most money on baby gear, clothes, bottles, everything that you're going to need. So I'm going to share those tips on what we learned last pregnancy and what we're going to be doing different this time around to save the most money possible. If you love saving money and want to learn more tips and tricks about frugal living, then make sure to subscribe below so you can be notified each time my new videos come out. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about your baby registry. Now, I like to have more than one baby registry. I chose Target and Amazon this time around because they seem to have the best perks. Not only is everyone know how to shop at Target and Amazon, so if you have friends or family that live far away, they can still send you things off your registry. But they also have awesome perks like freebies. I will show you. This is, since I signed up for Target's baby registry, I got a free bag. I didn't have to buy anything, just sign up for the registry, and it's full of stuff. Like, there's a baby bottle in here, there's pacifiers, all kind of diapers, little samples like this, little Honest Baby diapers, and it's full of coupons and just little samples for you to try out, which is always cool to try something before you buy it so you don't waste your money. Now with Target, I didn't have to buy anything, but with Amazon, if you want to get their free baby box, I believe you have to spend at least $30 or have $30 worth of stuff bought from your registry in 3 different categories. So it's a little bit more trickier to get their free baby box, but it's still there. Now both Target and Amazon will offer a 15% off completion discount. So this is why I highly recommend you putting every single thing you can think of that you might need for your baby, all the way from when they're an infant up to when they're a toddler. Because trust me, you're going to be buying stuff all throughout this time and it gets expensive. So put all kind of, sippy cups and bowls and plates that they're going to need as they learn to start eating. Put potty training stuff on your registry, because as soon as you reach a certain date in your pregnancy, they will send you a coupon or a discount code to your email, and you can use that on everything that's left on your registry. So this is another great way to save on things that you may not have gotten as gifts and things that you rarely see sales on. So just kind of look at all the baby registries that are available and see which ones have the best perks that you can take advantage of to really help stretch your baby budget in the long run. Now, some things you might want to really consider putting on your registry or buying yourself are things that are either going to grow with your baby or things that are reusable. So for our first baby, we bought a convertible crib, and I cannot stress enough how much I recommend getting a convertible crib over a just regular baby crib, because not only are they going to last you through their infancy, but they turn into a toddler bed and they turn into a full-size bed. So your kid will not have to buy furniture at least until they're in a preteen, maybe even longer. Now they usually cost more up front, but they are going to save you money in the long run. Whenever you buy a convertible crib, listen closely, you need to buy the toddler rail and the conversion kit that comes with it. Thankfully, we did that when we bought Aria's, but a year later, we saw that they had discontinued her specific model. So if we hadn't have bought everything together at once, we would kind of be out of luck, because there's no way for us to order the conversion kit and toddler rail that we would have needed when she was ready to turn her crib into a toddler bed. So make sure you buy everything together and you don't get stuck with that whole mess. Some other great things to get are things like convertible high chairs. So it'll go from when they first start eating, and then it will turn into a booster seat, so you don't have to, deal with the booster seat. Convertible car seats are amazing. They can last from infancy all the way up until they're about 40 pounds. And let's be honest, car seats are crazy expensive. So instead of having to buy 2 or 3 as they grow, you just bought one and probably saved yourself a couple $100. This time around, we are getting a pack and play that has not only a changing station kind of part to it, but also a little bassinet. Now this is going to save us money because I plan on having the baby sleep beside the bed. So instead of buying a pack and play and a separate bassinet, which, let's be honest, they're only going to use maybe for a month or 2, I'm just going to have the pack and play sit beside my bed and use the little bassinet part for the baby to sleep in. And this will save us some money. So look for products that are kind of 2 or 3 in 1 like that you can use as your baby grows. And some other things to look for are reusable products. If you're planning on breastfeeding, I really recommend getting reusable breast pads. The first time I did not have them. We just used the regular disposable ones. And looking back, it was so wasteful because not only did you have the pad, but you had the paper on each one that you had to peel off, and then they were individually wrapped. So that's like 3 things you're throwing away each time you use one, and you could go through 3 or 4 a day easy. So I am planning on getting the reusable ones this time and kind of try them out, see how they're going to work. But all you do is you just throw them in the wash and wash them. And instead of spending money on boxes and boxes and boxes of nursing pads, I'm just going to buy one set for maybe about $25, and it'll last me, hopefully it'll last me through the entire time I'm nursing my baby. There are other reusable things you can look into if you're planning on making your own baby food. Reusable baby food jars and pouches, reusable milk storage bags, all that kind of stuff is on Amazon. You can easily find them. So yeah, just buying one set of something is not only going to save money, but it'll also help cut back on waste and help the environment too. All right, so let's talk about freebies. I'm all about getting some baby freebies. I did an entire post on my blog that lists every single baby freebie I have found, and I'll link to that in the description below. But you can get some stuff absolutely free, like nursing covers, the nursing pillows. I've seen baby leggings and car seat covers, all that stuff for free. Some will require you to pay for shipping, so keep that in mind. But just compare the shipping cost to what it would cost you to buy something full price. And if it's cheaper, maybe $5 or $6 for shipping, go ahead and get the free one. Also, be sure to sign up for different companies' mom programs or email lists that they have. I know Similac and Infamil usually have some where they'll send you samples. If you have to use formula, they will send you coupons in the mail. I remember I had to give Aria formula, and they would send usually $10 to $15 coupons off, which is significant. And you may even be able to get free breast pumps. I highly recommend that if you're going to be nursing at all, to have a breast pump of some sort on hand. Now this is a cautionary tale, so if you're a new mom, listen up. When I first had Aria, I was like, I'm just gonna nurse my baby. I'm staying home. I don't need a breast pump. We'll save a couple $100. Well, we get her home from the hospital the first night, and she wasn't latching right. We had problems all for months with nursing, but we couldn't get the milk out, basically. So I became engorged, and it was extremely painful. And I'm not trying to scare you away from breastfeeding, but just warning you, it gets really painful if you can't get the milk out. So I had my husband go to a 24-hour Walmart. It was like midnight. I didn't care. I needed something. So he bought a breast pump, full price, and it was worth every penny, trust me. But I wish we had gotten one ahead of time. So the way you can get a free one is sometimes your insurance company will cover it. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below. There's a form that you can fill out and see if your insurance company qualifies for these free breast pumps. And you can also rent them from the hospital too if you don't think you're going to need one for a long time. Maybe you just want one on hand until you kind of get the breastfeeding thing under control, because trust me, it comes easier to some people than to others. I struggled with it. Another thing to do is to keep an eye out for baby sales. Walmart and Target are usually great about having these a few times a year. I like shopping the best at Target. I think I can get the better deals there when they have their gift card offers. So normally be like spend $200 on nursery, furniture, decor, and get a $50 gift card. So that saves you $50 right there. And then you can also use Target cartwheels and manufacturer coupons if you have them, you know, all that stuff together to really save on especially the more expensive items like furniture, car seats, strollers, all that kind of stuff. And if you're really lucky, you'll be able to use your 15% off baby registry perk with the sales, and you can really save a lot. So one of the biggest expenses you're gonna have with your new baby are diapers. Unless you're using cloth diapers, which I didn't, and I'm not going to, I'm gonna be honest. If you do, more power to you. Like, I am in awe of how you do that. But for most of us, we're going to be using regular disposable diapers, and they get expensive really quick. I think a regular pack of diapers is around $13 at my local CVS. So that adds up big time. As soon as you find out you're pregnant, or if you want to wait until you know you're kind of past your first trimester just to be sure everything's going good, start looking for those diaper sales and start stocking up, because this is going to save you so much money if you can get them at the lowest possible prices. We did this with our first baby, and we are doing this with the second one. It's been a little bit harder this time around because of the stores being closed because of the pandemic and everything. But now with everything starting to open back up, hopefully I can start scoring some better deals on diapers. My favorite places to get the best prices are the drugstores and Target. So look at their weekly sales. For example, CVS will normally have the Huggies diapers on sale for $10 a piece. And then if you spend $30, you'll get a $10 CVS extra buck back. So that's $10 off. And then I normally will have manufacturer coupons from the paper. They're normally like $3 off one or two. And then CVS usually has store coupons that I can use either on the CVS app or the ones that print from the little coupon machine. So by stacking all of those sales and coupons together, I will normally get them for less than $5 a pack. That is kind of my price point for when to really stock up. $5 or less, I'm buying it. Target is also another great place. Again, look for when they're having their sale with the gift card offer. It's normally like you spend $50 on certain brands of diapers, and then you get a $10 gift card back. Then you can use coupons, and if they have any Target cartwheel offers on those, you can normally score some really good deals. Now I just want to say that when you start stocking up, if this is your first baby, I recommend getting maybe 3 or 4 packs of the newborn sizes. Your baby is going to grow very quickly out of those sizes. At least ours did. I think she was in those for maybe 2 weeks. And then she went to the next size up, which is a size 1. Aria was in the size 1s and 2s the most. So from that experience, I'm really stocking up on sizes 1 and 2. I do recommend that you buy a variety of sizes because you never know how quickly your baby is going to grow out of things. Put diapers on your registry and not just 1 or 2 packs. I'm talking like 15 of each size or something, so that people can gift them for you, and that will really help you with your stockpile. And the reason it's good to have a stockpile is that you're going to have them in the garage or baby room, wherever you have them. You're not going to have to run out in the middle of the night to pay full price when you realize that you just have 3 diapers left. I would also recommend getting different brands. You never know how your baby's skin is going to react to certain ones. With Aria, we used Huggies, Pampers, and Loves. We didn't have any problems with those, but I know some people do report that their babies will break out with certain brands. So that's why it's always good to get different ones here and there. We preferred Pampers over anything, and then Huggies, and then those were used mostly at night, and during the day we would use Loves. I don't recommend using Loves at night because we did have problems with leaking, but like I said, that was 6 years ago when she was a baby, so they may have changed since then, but that was just our experience, and so that's what I'm kind of shopping for. Now, getting into the baby gear. My favorite way to save on baby gear is to get used baby gear. I'm talking like the pack and plays, the swings, bassinets, even cribs. You can save at least half off retail price if you just buy them used. So my favorite place to go is Facebook Marketplace. People get rid of baby stuff all the time. And you will learn very quickly that your baby grows super fast. We've all seen the Mamaroo swings, for example. I wanted one so bad for Aria when she was a baby, but they had just come out and they were like about $300, $200 to $300. I think now they're around $250. But still, that's a lot of money for basically an infant swing because it's not going to grow with them. They maybe have 3 months of use out of it. I've seen so many on Facebook Marketplace around where I live selling for $75, $100, and they were only used for, just a couple months. So if you really want something like that, it's so much better to buy used and save at least 50% off. I also go to Facebook Marketplace for baby clothes. Like I said, babies grow so fast and people get so much stuff from their baby registries that they can't even use it all. So I can't tell you how many times I've seen baby clothes for sale that still have the tags on them because they just weren't able to get to them before they outgrew the size. So we didn't buy used clothes with Aria, but we are with this little one. When I go to buy baby clothes from Facebook Marketplace, I look for sizes from 0 to 9 months. And I say not to buy anything past 9 months until your baby's actually here because you never know how quickly they're going to grow. Every baby is different. Some may take a little while to get into sizes. Some may skip sizes altogether. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. So for ours, he's due in October. So I am looking for baby clothes from 0 to 3 months, and maybe 3 to 6 months that are more fall and winter clothes. I'm not going to look for summer stuff because he's not going to wear it. It's going to be too cold. So when you're looking for baby clothes online like that, make sure to not only keep in mind the sizes you're going to need, but what season you're going to be in for those sizes. When you're buying used baby gear like the swings, the cribs, stuff like that, it's a great deal to get them online used, but it's also some things that you need to keep in mind. So some people will keep their baby stuff for a couple of years thinking they're going to have another one. They never do, so now they're getting rid of it and they haven't used it for a while. Always check online. Just do a quick Google search for whatever you're interested in. Look up the brand and whatever model it is. And if you don't know, send the seller a quick message and they can look at the little tags on it for you. But you want to make sure that it hasn't been recalled for safety reasons. And you want to make sure that it is still being manufactured. I say that because once you get home and you start setting everything up, there may be a piece missing. You didn't notice it. Maybe the seller didn't even realize that it was gone. but you're going to put everything together and then you can't. So if it's not being manufactured anymore, you can't go online and just order that part really quick. This is also important if you're buying convertible cribs. I know a lot of people will sell them on Facebook Marketplace with just the crib. They don't have the toddler rail or conversion kit to go with it. And if you are looking for it to be an actual convertible crib, you're going to want to make sure that it's still being manufactured so that you can order the conversion kit and the toddler rail to use as your baby grows. Otherwise, it's just a regular crib. One thing I don't recommend buying used on Facebook Marketplace are car seats. This is just a personal preference. You know, you do you. If you're comfortable with that, go right ahead. But I don't feel comfortable buying used car seats. First of all, you never know if they've been in an accident. And the safety standards that the American Pediatric Association puts out every year changes every year. So if the car seat is 3 or 4 years old, it may not be up to today's safety standards. So that's just something to keep in mind. I will normally wait until Target has a sale. Okay, so the last little tip I wanted to share about saving money on baby stuff is when you're in the hospital, and I know it's gonna be crazy, but you try to remember this, write it down in your baby bag. Ask the nurse for freebies. Basically, most of the stuff that's in your room is already all in your bill together. Unless your hospital itemizes stuff, you've already paid for everything that's in the room. So usually they will have some extra baby blankets. They'll have diapers in the little drawers that you can use, wipes. But the number one thing I really want you to ask for in the hospital is for one of those blue or like teal green baby nose aspirators. Those things are amazing. We bought different kind of things at the store and they never worked as good as the ones in the hospital. So ask to take one home, maybe two if they'll let you take an extra one you can keep in your diaper bag. But those things were awesome. So anything that you might need, postnatal care, ask for extra pads. Yeah, you're gonna need some really heavy duty pads when you get home. Ask for those. Ask for any witch hazel pads that they might have. At least until you or your partner is able to go out to the store and get more. That will kind of keep you good for a couple days. But yeah, that's my tips for saving money on all the baby gear that you're going to need. Hopefully you can take one or maybe all of these tips and use them to really stretch your baby budget. I will also be doing some reviews coming up in the future about any kind of new baby products that we get, because it has been 6 years since we had an infant. Everything is pretty new to us. We don't really know what's on the market, and we haven't tried them out. So once the baby's here, or even a little bit before, if we can try them out without the baby, we'll be posting reviews about that stuff so you can kind of see what's going to be worth your money or what maybe you don't really need on your registry. So keep an eye out for those videos, and I will see you guys next time.